Hey everyone, Trader Rob here. I know I said that we're gonna be working out today, and we're going to be, but not right now. As you guys know, I'm also a caregiver. I have a lot of other things going on, and sometimes you just gotta take care of life. Life happens. You gotta clean up, right? Right. Let's get started. Okay. What I'm doing now is I'm just simply cleaning my kitchen. You see, I'm in my kitchen right now. I want to be doing that. If you guys want to jump in, have a conversation, be great to hear from you. But after breakfast, I had to gotta get these dishes done and get these counters cleaned up and get things back to normal. Then we're gonna be, um, let's see what else we gotta do. Um, Actually, while I'm doing that, let's go ahead and get get a little multitasking done. All right. So I'm going to doing some laundry real quick. I ain't really got to do nothing for that. You just do. You guys know. So. Alrighty. Go ahead. Toss these clean clothes into the basket. Oh, they're still a little damp, actually. So let them dry a little bit more. And we're off. Alright. Now, before I jumped on here live, I was actually going to, but then I got a notification that Tom Beal actually loaded a video about feeling the struggles of 2020, which I'm sure everybody is, and that's actually what I'm here to help with. So you don't experience such an overbearing amount of just depression. You know what I mean? It can be extremely overwhelming. I understand that one wholeheartedly, and I feel for you guys. So that's actually why I started going live, going public, because there's so many people that need help that just simply they don't understand the process. They don't understand how to find their resources. They don't understand what they're eligible for, what they're entitled to, how to even begin the process of finding out those things. So that's one of the things I'm here for. That's why I do free business startups. I help them through the entire process. That's going to be my main focus for 2021 is getting as many people sustainable in their own business and headed towards a business of an income that is more geared towards your passion, not just generating income. Because what does it matter if you just generate income? You just work, and you don't take the moment to enjoy the sunset. You don't say, all right, you have all this extra money in the bank, but you've never gone to the beach to watch the sunset. You never, I mean, what's the point? Know what I mean, Vern? Yeah, I really need to get this stuff done. So that's why I'm going live, getting some multitasking done, because that's what you got to do. You can't just sit around watching YouTube videos or creating YouTube videos. Sometimes the creating the video is multitasking. Maybe it's just something like this, where you have to say, okay, I'm going to create some content. What do people want to see? People want to see the real life. This is the caregiver lifestyle. This is not some 25-year-old that has $1 million in the bank for the first time and is generating 14 million views a month. No, this is for people that are living on the support of somebody on welfare. This is for people that can't spend more than 2-3 hours a day in 10-minute increments because they just don't have the time. There's too many demands on your schedule. So you got to take what you got. If I try to do this and edit and everything else, I'd never get this video done. It's just not going to happen. But I said to myself, cleaning the kitchen, all that, probably going to take me about a good 15-20 minutes. And there's not much real content out there for people that you see in their real life situation. This is not a studio. I have no intention of purchasing studio time or building a studio to show you the real me. This is authentic. Authenticity is a must in any part of your life. I mean, let's go down that tangent because that's what I keep seeing over and over and over again being violated by these people who want to come off as experienced experts and want to promote something that they really don't know anything about, the fundamentals of their resources. And that's really how you expose the gurus. When you ask somebody, okay, what kind of business plan how should I start with finding the funding types or for this type of advertising? How do I determine a 6-month, 12-month, 3-year, 5-year budget plan if all my focus is on this business model? How do I scale that? When they have a blank look on their face, they've never scaled. They're just regurgitating something they saw maybe even 2 hours ago. And they just went through a real brief summary of something so that they can sound smart. That's one of my biggest issues. If you're gonna be if you're gonna be promoting things, if you're gonna be responsible for the way people look towards a specific anything, mindset, product, whatever. If you're going to be their coach, then you have to be real with them. You can't just try to find the best kind of information and then just interpret it the way that you feel is best for them. That's why psychology never works. The psychiatry never works because you're just regurgitating theories. Regurgitating theories will never work because they're not proven. They are theories. Why are they not proven? Because they didn't work. Any kind of business model that doesn't have an exit strategy is not a business plan. Fine, you have a business model. Okay, great. Put that information into your business plan. Say, okay, this is how I'm going to run this part of my business when I'm at this stage. Not, this is what I want to do right now, and I'm just going to keep doing it over and over and over again until I make enough money, and then I'll stop and retire and have that passive income. That is not realistic. That's never going to happen. You'll always be chasing the dragon, and it's most people that do that go broke. I mean, it's just a fact, because you don't have the right mindset of how to start a business. Yes, you have good information. You have a good resource that has given you this opportunity to generate a business plan using their proven business model. Not a theory, a proven business model. There's a difference. Proven, don't really need to say much else about that. All right. Now, when it comes to the rest of it, when you're starting your business planning and all of that, and you want to, the first thing you want to do is find out what your resources actually are. What can you get for free? What do you already know? What are you capable of learning? I mean, there's plenty of people that create rocket science stuff, and they are on another level of being able to learn than most other people, obviously. But there are lots of people making great income off of very simple processes, like creating YouTube videos or creating Facebook ads, doing some kind of affiliate marketing, generating content in some way. Anytime you generate content, you have the opportunity to make money. Simple as that. I don't care what it is. If you generate content, you have an opportunity to monetize it. How you do it, that's part of the business plan. That's part of the strategies and your resources on education to find the proper strategies that work. You want to know your tactic. You want to be able to evolve your tactics and be capable of evolving your tactics. To actually have an understanding of the industry you're going into. Like we'll stick on marketing. If you're going to be purchasing or a program or listening to some guru, that's fine. They might have a fantastic business model, and I'm not going to downplay a single one of them. That's your determination to figure out if they're real or not. Most of them are just inspirational speakers. Really, I mean that's really what it is. And they use that platform to market their stuff, create their own products that actually didn't even start as their products, but they got a rebranding right to say it's their product. Wouldn't that piss you off? You just spent $800 or $80 or $8 on something that you could have gone to the same website they did and grabbed it for free and just toss the plugin on your site, or toss the whatever. Now, let's see. And you gotta remain authentic, especially in marketing. because people do rely on authenticity and goodwill and good faith. That's what I was looking for. That's the word I was looking for. Good faith. When you have a good faith personality and you just genuinely want to see people exceed their expectations, and because you know where their potential lies even before they do, that's the greatest reward. It really is. Whether it's teaching your 88-year-old grandmother to walk again and to breathe properly again, or showing a plastic surgeon that the science is wrong. You actually can take a stage 4 pressure ulcer and go back to normal skin. Yeah, I did that. I developed that technique. But anyway, let's see. It's very, 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 very rewarding. But this is the caregiver lifestyle. I mean, this is not for as I said in the beginning, this is not for people that just want to be Forex traders or just want to be marketers. There's too many websites out there that do that, and I'm not going to bog down any more of the internet showing you the same regurgitation stuff that I found. I'll just throw it in the links, and if you guys actually have the initiative to be successful, then you'll click the link and you'll see I'm not full of crap. If you don't, then it's simply you're not ready for whatever reason, and there's nothing wrong with it. That's perfectly fine. We're not always ready for what we want or what we need, but eventually we do get there. One of my little Christmas towels. So cute. Got it from my grandma when she moved in. Of course. What else to talk to you guys about? I wish somebody would jump in here with me and actually talk. Let me know what's going on. We'll see. I'm sure it'll happen eventually. People will start jumping in just because of boredom. If nothing else, they'll see me rambling and say, "What the hell is going on?" Or maybe even better, one of you guys will actually take my advice, start doing the suggestions that I'm giving you, and generate a little bit of income for yourself. I mean, I'm not saying go spend $2,000 on a platinum membership right now, even though you should. It's a no-brainer investment, to be honest. But and I mean, let's go back to that. Let's go. I'll just get in the rambling. Go ahead and take your shot. I got some shit to do, so I'm gonna wait to take my shots when I view the editing. But don't worry, I'll be right there with you. When it comes to the marketing as a caregiver, what you want to do is make sure that you take things in stride. Like, you don't overwhelm yourself. Multitasking is vital. That's just how it is. It's absolutely 100% vital. But because you never really stop. Now, when you have such limited time trying to absorb information and actually get to the process of being even remotely capable of executing the business models that you have, I mean, how are you going to learn it only in 15, 20, 30-minute increments? And most of the time then, you're distracted anyway because you've got to keep focus on the person you're taking care of. A lot of times you might be sitting there right next to them with your earbuds in and listening to me talking. How do you get to where you understand it all? This is one of the biggest frustrations that you will have, because this is why it's going to take much longer for you to be successful than most people that are going to be around you. When they're able to devote an hour or 2 hours a day in one block, they're able to absorb more information. They don't have to keep referring back to other things to refresh themselves. But you will have a better understanding because you kept going back. When you watch something over and over and over again, you absorb all of the little tidbit information. On average, for me, before I started making money, my average video watch was 8 times. Didn't matter how long it was. I would watch it around 8 times before I would actually be able to move forward. Simply because I had too many things to do. I was too distracted. At the beginning, I just didn't have the discipline. I didn't know how to create a schedule that allowed me to educate myself. I just tried to fit it in where I could. And trying to do that, most people are left with about an hour before they go to sleep. Nah, can't do that. Unless you actually train yourself, which would take you even more time. But unless you actually train yourself to learn and absorb your information right before you go to sleep, which I've never been successful at doing. I just try to go through some emails and make sure I don't have anything in any of my spam folders, basically, when I go to sleep. Now, when it comes to creating the caregiver environment, I mean, you are helping to take care of your friend, even though they might be your grandma, they might be your mom, they might be an in-law. They're still your buddy. So you still have to have a little bit of a sense of humor about a lot of things. Like farting. Some people might get a little put off by it or whatever, and it's You just do it. You find the humor in little things. You also find the love and compassion when you're I've actually had a couple of people that I've taken care of, including both my grandparents, who dealt with a little bit of scratching issues. Which if you guys have been a caregiver or worked in a nursing home, you understand that the elderly scratching themselves is a lot more common than people realize and very scary. I didn't know that until it was right in front of me, and I had to deal with it right then and there. Luckily, I have the wound care experience to be able to fix all that little stuff. But I that's another reason why I wanted to make these personal vlogs about life as a caregiver, because I have that experience, you might not, and to be completely honest, I hope you never do. I hope you never have to deal with 10 years of wound care and trying different techniques to find out what works and what doesn't, creating the disciplines to make sure that a person doesn't become septic. Because that happened, and it wasn't my fault. It was actually a doctor. But in 2014, my brother became septic, and I didn't take it very well. I actually blamed myself for a long time. And because I thought it was my fault that he almost died. He actually coded once, and then we decided to put him under a chemical sedation or medical sedation, whatever you want to call it. What was it doing? To kind of let his body reset. When a person goes into a chemically induced coma, that's what I was doing. It's one of the worst things you could ever experience, because you have no control, and when you're asked that question, you don't even have the opportunity to say goodbye, because you just took that away from yourself. If something happens and the medically induced coma doesn't work out, as too many family members of COVID patients have come to realize, there's nothing else after that. You just say goodbye to them. And there, a lot of times, family members don't even get that opportunity. I did, because of my qualifications and me being a caregiver and understanding there was a lot of paperwork, and just to make sure that I am the one to determine that. But I have my reasons for that. I might get into it. I don't know. We'll see what happens during a ramble. All right. I had Walmart delivery because Publix was busy, and I needed some trash bags. Decided to go ahead and go with the cheap Walmart brand, the citrus scented Flex. This is some quality stuff. I mean, I usually go with the cheap roll from Publix for like $2 for 50 of them, but this is pretty good too. It's a little bit much, to be honest. I mean, if you're doing like lawn work, it would be good, or maybe if if you had a whole lot of recycling. But I don't really see a need for something to stretch out that much on a normal basis. Anyway, well, we're still cleaning. Got to get this stuff done. Still nobody talking yet. We'll see what happens. Keep going. I got plenty of stuff to do. Alrighty, back to the laundry room. I saw some more dirty clothes in the laundry. And then I'll show you guys something really cool. And every caregiver totally should be doing this. Totes. Oh my goats. Doing this. Oh, looks like the dryer's done. Yep, everything's good now. So we'll toss these bad boys in there. All right. Bring you right over here. Toss this stuff in there. All right, back to what I was talking about with the marketing and trying to create your own sustainable income off of 15-minute increments. Well, there's actually the very first thing I would consider is finding out your resources. That is first and foremost. You have 15-minute increments, that's fine. That's what I have. Every once in a while, I'll have a 15-minute increment. Even when I'm smoking a cigarette, I'm doing something else, whether I'm weeding the flower beds or mowing, cleaning the whatever, doing something. Always doing something. You got it. That's what you got to keep doing. Because you got to keep in that mindset. Now, without the ability to extend beyond, say, 30 minutes, because you got cleaning, you've got whatever priorities take precedent. Honestly, I mean, you got your own thing. Then what you have to do is you have to figure out, okay, what am I capable of doing while I'm doing those other things? What can I develop and better myself in? Hello, right here. That's exactly what I'm doing right now. Is I'm taking the time to develop myself as a YouTube person and understanding the YouTube algorithm and to be a better businessman and a better content creator for my team so I can make good recommendations. I can't just tell them, hey, use this program or use whatever program you feel you're most fluent in and create a bunch of content. Algorithms change. Shit. I'm close. See, you gotta pay attention too. Can't get distracted. But algorithms change. Everything changes. I mean, what mattered 6 years ago is offensive today, and you have to be able to adjust with that. What you feel is precedent right now most likely is what you need to make sure is sustainable in the future. Nate, what are you most afraid of losing right now? That's the best way to look at it. What are you most afraid of losing right now? How do you make sure you don't? When you look at it like that, and like, okay, I have rent, I have groceries, I have whatever, I have a mortgage and kids. Don't care. None of my business. But what I do care about is making sure that you understand how to make that sustainable so you can go to the next step. That's what I care about, because your story is your story, not mine. And thought it was a spider. Nope. Just a piece of trash. Or a leaf, actually. In my garage. Alright. Now, with the 15 minutes, what I would recommend is figuring out what your investment into this actually are. What are you capable of investing? Most people will just say, I can invest 15 minutes every 3 hours. That's what they'll say. Or I can invest 20 minutes every 4.5 hours. Because you can wake up, work 20 minutes, and go to sleep, wake up again 4.5 hours later, work 20 minutes, and there you go. There's your 40 minutes to get something done. When you can also say, okay, well, I gotta get a good understanding of how to make money. Let's say you have absolutely zero resources, except the ability to watch YouTube videos. So come find me. All right. So let's make you sustainable just simply off the ability to come watch these videos. All right, grab my coffee real quick and I'll grab a cigarette. First thing you want to do is go to simonleong.com. He is very similar to my views on trying to help people. He's actually just done it at a much larger scale. I've been pretty quiet about it. He's been very public about his passion. He's actually one of my heroes, because he's really taken these things to another level, and I love it. Did I drink all my coffee? Not so much. Yes, I did. All right. All right, go outside with me. Now, and don't just get go. Don't do that. Take a moment. Smoke a cigarette. Whatever. Meditate. Whatever gets your mind off of the heebie-jeebies. Like even right now, as I'm talking to you guys, I'm also smoking a cigarette. So I'm making content and I'm going through my contacts with work, making sure that everybody is okay. They haven't tried to contact me since I started this live. Um, and checking out what I'm scheduled to do. And after this, I've got 13 more stores to assign to my ad agency. That's pretty cool. Oh, let's do a little update on friend request and notification signups and all that happy stuff. Let's check it out. All right. Today, come on, switch over. Sorry, just going from my personal account to my other account. All right, Fred request. Let's seize them all. So far today, we have 268 friend requests. Thank you very much. Love you guys. I'll be adding you. That's what I'm gonna be doing now while I'm talking to you about all this stuff. Um, at 268, that's pretty cool. The all right. Um, Creating stability or sustainability in with a caregiver lifestyle is it's extraordinarily difficult. I mean, you have to develop the discipline to say, okay, the life that I have right now is just working towards something more. It's working towards sustainability, and that's you never get through that. It's therapy, just like any kind of physical therapy or occupational therapy or respiratory therapy, mental therapy. It's it is that's what it is. You have small increments of success that lead to your end goal. And that's actually, when you think about it, that's a great analogy for a business plan. It's just like therapy. You have all of these small little increments, all of these progressions to your end game, whether it's retirement, passive, automation, selling your business, whatever, keeping it. Um, one of my goals is actually to have to be the old guy in a bar in a really nice pool, to have my own pool and comedy club. That's one of my goals, and but and that's what I'm working towards. Hopefully, after 2021, well, I'll be breaking ground somewhere and getting that started. But to have the all right, let's say you have the you're living with a person that they're supporting you, and you have fixed income of some kind. It's most likely not going to be adequate for everything that needs to be supported. Not just you want, but actually need to be supported. So you gotta cut costs. You gotta figure out, okay, what are my actual abilities to sustain this lifestyle? Do I have that right now? If you don't, you have to cut costs. Whether you have to move, you have to sell your car, whatever. It's your budget, your life. You know what your expenses are. If you got to eat rice every single day, that's what you got to do. Start a veggie and herb garden and get your veggies and herbs. Get that going for yourself. And that way you have free veggies and free herbs and you got your rice and you'll be good for a little while. For as long as you need. Get a little what is it called? Oh, the Freedom Gardens. That's what they're called. Give me a second to remember that. The Freedom Gardens. I actually got one, kind of a little one, getting my little green thumb started over there. I'm not sure if you can see it, but I got a couple little tomato plants. I got a basil plant over there. I love basil. I got like a baby tomato plant that I'm trying to grow. Got some sage, oregano, parsley, cilantro. Basically all the things that I like. And that go into most dishes that I eat, like parsley, basil, oregano, tomatoes, all that good stuff. I'm gonna be trying better or bigger things. Doing actual planters soon. Um, in a couple months when growing season actually starts, I'm gonna create a little garden in March. I actually have real flower beds and stuff. That's gonna be cool. I'll make a video of me doing that. So you'll find out I actually love woodworking. Just haven't been able to get around to it. Sure you can understand that one. Now, what I would suggest for the person that is having the struggles of um, saying, okay, I have no money to put into this. I have 15 minutes 4 times a day. I've been right there with you. I've had much less. And there's been times where my brother was on what's called a Clinitron mattress, and if you guys don't know about those, they were made about 20, 30 years ago for people that actually have so many pressure sores or such bad pressure sores that they have to be on zero gravity. It's basically like sitting on a cloud or air. Um, what you want to focus on is what information can you absorb in a repeated fashion, and but actually have that relate to you, so that you don't have to watch it more than 8 times. First thing is go back to um, my Forex video. Start learning that. Take the 15 minutes and just start going through that process. It's going to take you a couple of years, but 2 years from now, you will have sustainable income. How do I know? I went through the process and I don't drop below 90% accuracy. I just don't. even when I screw up and don't have the discipline, I take my algorithm and just simply work more on it, focus more on it to identify more opportunities more often and just generate the income right back. They I made the mistake of listening to or trying to go with the news when I didn't understand all of the variables. You'll learn through everybody that I show you. That was stupid. That was really stupid, actually, because it cost me a lot. And there was a lot of work to get that money back. But I did it because I got rid of those trades. And when when Europe went back into lockdown, I was like, all right, well, it's just going to crash again. The rollout for their stimulus, there's no way it's going to work throughout all those countries and actually be effective. And well, I was wrong. They actually did really good planning and did a really good job on their stimulus package for this when this happened. And for almost 2 weeks straight, the euro just kept going up, and it didn't stop. Well, it did stop eventually, but about a few days ago stopped, started going back down. But anybody that was planning on capitalizing on another quarantine, you just lost basically, because I mean that's if you weren't paying close enough attention to the economists. I guess I didn't have. That's one of the reasons why you don't focus on the news, because you don't have all the variables. Unless you understand everything about it, it's which is impossible. That's why you never, ever, 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 ever trade the news. It is impossible to determine every single variable that you think is going to be applied to that um, feed, I guess, call it. Now, what am I doing down here? Rolling a joint. If you guys haven't figured that out yet. Let's see. But that's one of the things you gotta make sure that you stay disciplined always. Trust the process. Don't get greedy. Don't try to get ahead too quickly. I'm not sure if you guys saw yesterday's video on Vlogmas 13. Please check it out at 21 minutes 3 seconds. There was actually a Speared Orb that was caught on camera. Thought that was pretty cool, so I wanted to mention it again. I was basically sitting right here, and a little light came in. It's really fast too. When I'm during the live, you could actually see a ball going down, but in the replay, because there's less quality, it just went real fast. There's at about 30 minutes or 32 minutes in, There was also in the live there was a face. Yeah, it was on this side of me. You could actually see the curvature of the face in the live. Tried to get it on replay. I couldn't really do it. Just looks more like matrixing than anything, but it was definitely the live feed showed it perfectly. Please go back, check it out. Leave some comments of what you think. And there is no doctoring. I simply don't have that expertise level of trying to input that the people that work for me do. But this is a live feed of just me doing this. So, still nobody. There's one person actually is in the group. Hello. Hope you're still here. Hope you're still watching. All right. So we got to build up to a sustainable lifestyle. Eventually, 2 years from now, you get there. Also, I mean, that's really the best way to look at this, as kind of like a college course. Oh, Granny's asleep. Okay. When you are preparing for things in your life, most people they'll seek out upper education, higher learning, and no, that isn't going to church, and that isn't getting high and then watching some YouTube videos. That's entertainment, not higher learning. Entertainment, not higher learning. Entertainment, higher learning. Entertainment. When we combine the two, we'll see what happens. There'll probably be a lot more a lot more breaks, but you guys have seen me high before. Hey, I had an itch. Real life. Now let's see what else. Oh, the one of the things you want to check into is the apps. I'm going to be reviewing a bunch of them here pretty soon on which ones actually you can use that work for mining or whatever. The ones that I have that I use personally. I have one that actually I've been testing for about almost 2 years now. Almost 2 years, about little over a year and a half. But as soon as I start making a withdrawal from it, which should be in a few more months, I'll make a review about that because then I'll actually be a testimonial myself. And you know how I feel about that. Also left some other links in some other videos about how to get started on just getting a crypto wallet and that supports your understanding and your development in cryptocurrency. I've got links linked to that. I've got referral links that have additional bonuses to the crypto that's offered in that wallet and in that education forum. That way you guys get a little extra. You're welcome. What else? And when it comes to the 15 minute increments, you'll be able to actually say, okay, this is, I'll go ahead and watch these videos because that's going to take me about 15 minutes to take this quiz, and I'll get an extra $12 and in cryptocurrency. And you just hold on to it. I'll also be showing you how I have apps on my phone that say, okay, if you listen to this radio station or whatever, this app will pay you for as long as you listen to it. Well, a little bit hard to hit. In the newer phones, mine is a Samsung 9, Galaxy 9, but it's still kind of a newer phone. There's part of the sound settings that allow you to control each app as they're going. There's also controls in the battery saver that allow for you to keep an app going no matter what. But that's what you want to do, is you just simply adjust the volume to all the way down, and you keep that app going at all times. If you need to plug it in, just like any mining app, and you'll make about $2 a day. It is what it is. I mean, when at the end of the month, that's your cell phone bill. I mean, when you can say, all right, I have an app that is paying me $60 a month to use, and on that device that I no longer have a bill for, I have the opportunity to create sustainable income and passive income eventually. Now, I mentioned Simon Leung before. Guys need to check him out. SimonLeung.com, LEUNG.com. And his YouTube page, I have him saved into mine. So if you guys look through who I subscribe to, you'll see him down there. And if you need to get started, that's the way to get started. Now, okay, we've gone through the whole program that, let's say you've joined the Forex stuff I was talking about. You joined the wallet, you watched the videos on the crypto, you got your crypto, you sent out referrals to get more crypto. That all came back. You got $200 in crypto. You got a good understanding of where your trajectory is going to be placed in education on Forex and how you're going to achieve creating an algorithm. You have joined Simon's group, and he's working with you to generate income through YouTube and other passive methods. You join Groove Funnels, and the free method has allowed you to create an income through that, and um, multiple incomes through that. There's a ton of ways that you can do it in 15-minute increments. You just gotta buckle down, focus, get your discipline, get your schedule, say, okay, this is what I gotta do, and don't put it off. That's the biggest thing. Don't put it off. Now, let's see. All right, you got all that done. Everything that I've recommended up until now. So you've got GrooveCart, you've got YouTube, you've got Groove Cell, you've got your Groove pages, you've got um, email marketing, you've got the next, you got your Forex, you've got that you're still working on. After that, you got to learn about how to actually get people to come to you. You have to learn SEO. All right. For caregivers, and this is specifically for people with high velocity days. The person that I would recommend is Neil Patel. NEI or NIEL, I believe. PATEL. Just type in Patel SEO or how to make money in SEO. He's probably going to be the very first guy because he is the guy, and he created all of these different work labs and videos and all this education that allows you to understand different aspects of your business. Because we still haven't gotten to creating a business plan yet. What we're doing right now is we are creating a business process so that you can put it, okay, it's going to cost me this much a month for labor to have 10 people working for me on all of these things. It's going to cost me X amount the in advertising. It's going to cost me this much in payroll or whatever. Whatever your expenses, your overhead is, you have to be able to get to there and be able to afford it, to sustain it. And that's what we're working on now. While you're taking care of somebody 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, you're also going to be spending the majority of the time where you could have a personal life, trying to create a sustainable life. So just have that understanding. Personal life is not going to exceed your support system. It's just not. Find your support system, but don't overdo it. Don't over stress the people that you're asking for help. When you go to a bank, don't come to them with a ton of problems and still try to get a loan. Go to them and say, how do I overcome these problems so that I can eventually apply for that loan and get it? That's how you achieve your dreams. You go to the people that have the answers to the problems that you have, and you say, how do I accomplish this? And you do it. How did I go from a rundown apartment with a 450 credit score to in April of 2017 to purchasing my brother's dream home for him, and having a sustainable lifestyle by October 17th of 2017. That's what I chose to do. Simple as that. I figured out my resources. I figured out the problems that I was having. How do I find solutions to these? When I couldn't find anybody that would be able to give me a proper solution, I created them. And that allowed me to be able to develop other facets of my business that has created significant opportunities with many people in generating products and helping create enthusiasm in different industries. When you have a all right, when you have all that done, and you actually have when you're at the point where you just simply don't have the time to continue education because you're busy working or you're busy being a caregiver, when you've gotten to that point and you're answering emails and having live while also spending quality time with the person you're caring for. Let's sleep. When you're doing that, and you don't have any more. You don't have there's just no way to fit anything else in. That's when you start delegating responsibilities. When you take your income that you're generating and you start adapting or evolving your actual money makers to make you more money, that's when you start assessing, okay, this avenue isn't exactly working out for me. I don't really understand everything about it. I need to work at it a little more before investing further. So you take that money and you place it over here into a little fund. And you say, okay, this is no longer going to cost me. And you go through everything that you need, and you're down to just a couple of things that are really big money makers. And then you have this fund. You say, okay, we're going to go ahead and we're going to go ahead and take this little part of the fund over here and make these sustainable so that they're just sustainable. And we're going to tweak them. We're going to do some testing, A/B testing. And so we have everything running, but we're really focused on these two guys over here. So we take these three and we bring that funding over to there, and we supercharge what really makes you money. How do we do that? We take the additional income, and you get a leasing company, an employment leasing company. You hire people that you can delegate simple tasks that take up a lot of your time and can transition it to somebody else. This can be done extraordinarily. It's very affordable. When you on some of them, it might cost you $99 for the membership, but when you're actually paying the person, it could be a couple of weeks after that. So if you're able to get somebody that is qualified to handle your situation, and you know that that fixed income check is going to come in, and this person's only going to cost you about $80 a month to do a few hours of work for you, then to take that burden off of you so you have those hours to spend developing or quality time as you should be. That's when you have everything you need. You just, and as you get better, your income will increase. You just keep trusting the process. You keep going and 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 keep going. And when you get there, you'll be set, because when every time you move up, you're supplying sustainable income to other people that are helping you grow, because it's not just an automation. You also have to have that live influence in your life. You can't just have a bunch of robots working for you and generate income. It's not a rewarding life. It's not. It it's entertaining, but entertainment is not reward. I hope I hope you guys understand that. Entertainment is not reward. The experience you have during that entertainment is the reward. When you work hard and you buy a comfy chair to sit in and watch the game's not the reward. That chair is the reward. I hope that explains it easy. Um, let's go. Yeah, still says. What else? Oh, uh, yeah. Okay. So you've got your employment leasing company, and then you can just, well, I'll work with you on some other things to get you there and get you beyond that with quality assurance, matrixing, how to um, how to do oversight. Maybe we'll be able to get Simon on here, and we can talk to him about how he's done it at his scale. And because even I need to learn those things, I need to be asking him a bunch of questions on how I can get my small team of a couple dozen people to have many companies and hundreds of people being supported. I mean, that's so many families that get to eat tonight because of what this man's doing. I mean, that's pretty cool. And I want that feeling. That's my goal. Well, one of my goals. I have many goals. Um, yeah, we'll go ahead and stop smoking for a little bit. I've been smoking for a while now. Need to get stuff done. Yes, you'll hear me make my groans. It's because I got 9 broken bones in my back. But it is what it is. Alright. Oh, that's what that noise is. Dishwasher. It's the dishwasher. It's the dishwasher. But it don't dry. My, oh my. It's the dishwasher. It's the dishwasher. Alright. Time to finish up the kitchen here. So, alright. There we go. Better. Let's see. Well, I hope somebody does end up watching this, or at least watching some of what I'm creating, so that you're able to generate your own comfort level, because without stability and sustainability, I don't really see how anybody can be capable of that. Sorry about that. I just don't. But that's me personally. Some people have that shark mindset of it doesn't matter about today, because next week I'm going to have $1 million because I'm going to get that big deal. Some people actually pull that off. I've seen it happen a couple times. But there's been a lot more that it just don't. And even more so when it comes to people that have that mindset that things actually happen. Like, they become a NFL player, generate $100 million, and are broke 7 years out of retirement. 7 years into retirement. That's heartbreaking. And it's just because people didn't teach them about how to have a sustainable lifestyle. Not just sustainable business models and all of that stuff, but so they're constantly seeking these extraordinary events, trying to up their past experiences, thinking that that's what is mandatory to evolve, is you have to keep upping yourself. When the best moments people have are when they're calm and clear and collected. A father or a mother holding their child for the first time, or because that's just when that's clarity. When you have somebody that you instantly have a rewarding relationship with just because they're in your life. I mean, that's the kind of stuff that I want for you guys, to be able to experience things on that level. And to get a counter dustpan. I cannot tell you how much time I have saved. Where can I put you? Put you right there. I cannot tell you how much time I've saved cleaning like coffee grounds, or whatever, breadcrumbs, sugar, whatever, toast. Been working on a toaster now. Doing this because before I was using a towel or a paper towel, and then I do the whole wipe down, which I still do the wipe down. Gotta do that to get the nasty stuff off. But it makes it so much easier and cleaner, to be honest. There's a lot of places this thing will get where the towel is home in the corners. I actually noticed that was the first thing I noticed was how much more clean the corners were. What else? Sorry about that. I had to clean it. That's pretty much it for trying to generate an income for caregiving. Anything further than that, you're gonna need professional guidance, and I I have a lot of links to the people that I use. Um, if you guys want to talk about the infrastructure for a business or opening up a corporation here in the United States, more than happy to talk to you about it and direct you on to the resources that I actually found to work. Um, like my online infrastructure, I never invested a dime in without, with the exception of time. That's the only thing I invested. Um, I created business opportunities through freelance companies using the framework and platform that is in the description through funnels. It was actually pretty easy. And the gigs that I got created the opportunity for me to go ahead and upgrade my resources and the training from them, that like the coaching, the daily coaching on there, or sometimes a couple times a day. Um, it's from the top people in marketing and digital marketing. And you can talk to the fake gurus that just regurgitate what these people say, or you can go straight to them live. And all of that's for free. But that's how I got these ideas, was because of a live webinar that they had on stock photos. It was like, I could do that. And that was it. I got a couple of gigs selling stock photos, and then I started looking at other opportunities that I could actually teach myself in, and go ahead and move over to other facets, and start hiring people. And that's when I actually started generating real income, when I really invested in the process. When I said, okay, I'm doing this and this is going to be my primary focus. I'm not going to concentrate on the other things that are going to be pulling me down at this time. I'm just going to be educating myself on this thing, on digital marketing, and creating that business plan rather than focusing on my Forex algorithm. Right now, I just not even worried about it. It works. So focused on that back in April and just kept building up through freelancing gigs because I really had no other reason to try to generate income. I had several employees working for me, doing gigs for me, and it was basically passive within a couple of months. After that, I mean that's the easiest way to get started. When you've exhausted everything that they have for free in that offer, upgrade. Or I would say upgrade as soon as possible because their cost is rising. But and the promotion I have for a lifetime right now is a business in a box for life. So if you say it takes you 2 years to really understand Forex and digital marketing and email structure, or doing a campaign or funnel structures, you're just going through the tutorials over and over and over and over and over again. And it's 2 years from now, and you're like, all right, I really can build something. I really have the confidence in myself now to do this. I'm actually making money in Forex. I have that seed money to go ahead and attempt this. Okay, great. You held off, you educated yourself on both Forex and Groove, and you are ready to be financially sustainable. Congratulations. That's where you should be. That's where I am. And congratulations. What you want to do is start trying to find rewards in your life because you made it. Focus on the happiness of the people that you're caring for and the people that have been your support system. Let them know that you appreciate them constantly. Just say thank you. It might seem redundant at times because it will be so many times, but let them know you do acknowledge what they do. You do acknowledge their sacrifices because that's what it is. They're sacrificing for your dreams because they believe in you. It's time for you to believe in you. Find your support, find your resources. Come find me. I'm doing live a lot. Leave a comment and or talk to me in chat. Find me on Facebook. Same name, Trader Rob. That would be the easiest way to do it. But yeah, Forex, learn Forex, learn Groove. You can do them both at the same time. I did it, and I'm pretty happy about it. I mean, even after I started doing my algorithm, which was over a year ago, um, actually almost 2 years ago now. Wow. Anyway, when I started doing my algorithm, it make sure you demo a lot, make sure it works, and make sure you understand how to evolve. Because what indicators work today probably won't work 6 months from now. Might not even work tomorrow. So don't buy indicators. Develop your own algorithm. It's actually not that hard. If you go through my suggestions, for free free education on how to exactly how to do that, you, you you'll be you'll be on your road to just saying what can I do right now to make you happy? What can I do right now that I want to do? What will make me happy? And you don't have to allocate every 15-minute block to having to invest in. You can actually start collecting the rewards of that investment, and that's what I get to do now is stand here and talk to you guys and let you know when you've achieved the ability to say, okay, I'm gonna buy some somebody a home, their dream home, and do it when everything on paper says there's not a chance. It's just sheer will and creativity and finding your resources and using your resources and doing everything that is necessary and using your resources to do it. Not overstepping, not over overstating yourself, not worried about embarrassment. That's that's what needs to happen. Like if you have a credit score of 450 and there's a housing development that you can afford on, you'll be able to get into 6 months from now, go after it. Don't let anything stop you. If that's your dream, do it. You can do it. There are resources in your area that will help you do it. They want you to do it. There is no a little secret collective on how a disenfranchised person can become sustainable or be able to accomplish their dreams. Just pick any disenfranchised group, any single one of them, poor, whatever, and you will see just as many people ranting about how they're being kept down. You'll see just as many people that say, this is where I started. I started here, but I'm now here and I love the world. And this person hates the world. There's just as many. There's just as many success stories. And that and allow yourself to be one of those success stories. Me, I grew up in downtown Baltimore, and I actually wasn't even allowed to go out of my house until I was 3, and then that was after we moved out of the first neighborhood. The reason why is my parents were worried about the homeless people in the alley kidnapping me, and there were also a lot of rats. Um, then we lived under some other people for a few years, and this was all the time at the time when my mom was doing what it was necessary and working, driving 2 hours a day to work and going to work, working an 8 hour, 9 hour day, and then going to school to better her qualifications so that she could get a better job within her company, which was the Maryland Port Authority. Um, and she just did what she had to do. That's what a lot of pretty much. Well, that's why a lot of people in my family have done. We just have that mindset of this is what you got to do, so you do it. But you can be successful if you trust the process and you trust yourself to create your process. The resources that I give you might not be the best for you. I need to get on these counters. Talking too much. The resources that I'm giving you might not be generally be the best for you to have an education for, but they are resources that give you the opportunity to um, get exposed to what's out there and be able to find a method of researching for yourself. Okay, this is the Groove Funnels is or Groove Pages is a site builder, and they have all of these resources, but they might not be as developed right now as other people, and other people's free might suit you better because of your resources. You might just be able to use an Android because that's all you have right now. That's fine. So go ahead and find what works for you. Just like creating YouTube videos, there's not many video editing apps out there for YouTube videos. But that's one of the things that you just gotta find. If that's all you have and you can't rent or finance or purchase a laptop or a Chromebook or whatever to get yourself started, then that's okay. If you have to use your Android, so be it. But and Simon actually goes into exactly how to do that. And you have all that information for free. So you can actually make money right now. You can just jump on his page and start looking through his videos and get in touch with him on that. And then when you see how much money you can actually make off of developing landing pages and having affiliate offers, and what affiliate marketing really means, because affiliate marketing is such a broad term. It really is generic, because it's just when one business is pushing something for another person or to generate a commission. Now, that could be an HOA saying, we're going to go ahead and go with this cable company and sign a long-term agreement, when in reality, that cable company is giving them a big fat check for the referral of every single person in that community. And will be continuing to do so for the duration of that contract. That's affiliate marketing. Also, affiliate marketing could be a Facebook ad, like a McDonald's Facebook ad. That's just somebody that said, okay, people that go straight to McDonald's.com after clicking on my link, I'll get 3 cents for every one. That's affiliate marketing. Unboxing Groovezilla. Well, looks like Groove is actually going live, so let's check it out. I will see you guys later. Happy Vlogmas. Love you.